wall toe raises. So for the majority of this video, you're not gonna be able to see my upper part of my body, so this is your only eye contact that you get. We are working on the front of your shin, working on the strength up all the way into your knee so that we can get some movement out of your ankles, but also build up the strength in the front of your shins. Because as you have an injury, if you have a knee injury or if you have an ankle injury or a tendon or ligament issue going on, you're going to be losing that strength and you're going to need it back, especially if you want to run, play soccer, have any high impact in your movement, in your sports, or anything like that. So this is where it's going to come into play. So what you're going to need is a wall, and that's it. Okay, so find yourself a wall that you can lean your body weight into, and then from there, both feet are going to be working at the same time as best as possible, and you're going to sit back into the wall a little bit. You're going to pull your toes up and hold for at least 10 to 30 seconds, as long as you can. Pull, 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 and then allow for them to come down. Ideally, we'll get to a point that we can do this for a minute. So from the side, what I want you to focus on is you're leaning your body weight up against the wall, so you don't have all your weight in the bottom of the feet or into the toes, and then you're going to pull up so you get that little bit of extension extension out of your ankles, pulling your toes up towards you. Remember that you're not rotating inward, but you're trying to pull straight up, big toes towards your knees, and activating through the front of the shin. Now, again, most mobility for the lower half is not necessarily big moves, but what you're gonna start to notice is right through the outside and inside of your shin, you're gonna feel a little bit of a burn, a little bit of fatigue happening. We're trying to rebuild that strength up, as well as get a little bit of length and extension out of the calf, ligaments, and tendons that are going down through the Achilles. So that is that movement, you guys. It's not super big, it's not super wild, but if you do have an ankle, knee, or hip injury, I do highly recommend coming back to this movement and adding it in 1 to 3 times a day to work on it. And it doesn't need to be an hour each time, 1 to 2 minutes, and do 10 to 30 seconds at a time, rest, come back to it, and practice it a few times. And if you have an injury, to do it daily will improve your mobility dramatically. It also will improve the front of your shin strength so that you are not subject to shin splints and all that other stuff. And we can get a little bit more stability through the front of the leg so that we have a little bit more stability through the knee and support through the knee. That is your wall toe lift.